Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. 5 yards on the game's first play. Down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Fight, 6. Blue striker. Ready?
2nd and 5. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
And on those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Ready. Blue 30, crossing, 6. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he'll go at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
The Steelers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
First and goal from the 3.
70, 60, go.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
He'll try again.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Are you ready? Black 40. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. That's complete. Larvidan. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Black 6. Black ultra. Check, huh?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ahmad Gardner bringing the sauce on that breakup. You look at the Steeler defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
An inside run with Jenkins. Calling a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Black, 93 Jack. Black shot. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Pass caught by Fannin. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Down. 33. Yellow. Bill Green. Cut.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
On the run, it's Campbell.
Down the right sideline. Inside the 10.
Touchdown! A big play there. 65 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
The extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
This one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Slide through. Set, huh?
They'll look to throw again.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Pass caught, right side, Fannin.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and goal, Cleveland.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Check pink. Ready?
On first down, here's Judkins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Quinshon Judkins. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. And Nice play, even though it was complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
46 yards.
And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Nice little juke. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Once again, Judkins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe took a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
95, blue striker. Will Green. Check, huh?
Now back to throw.
He's got his run back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready. 45, White, Blaster, 6. Hut.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for an Oakland first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's hit. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Now a 2nd and 10.
The 13-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get him inside the 5 here. Just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards, not quite enough. And they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Browns 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Red 38. Black ultra. Green jack. Cluster 6.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Hey, computer.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. And
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for the touchdown. DK Metcalf, 59 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And He showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Yellow, blue. Hut, hut.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Back, 52, 45, wide. Trouble, 38. Go pig. Set.
A toss to Judkins, running right.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Down the sideline he goes.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10.
10 cycles. Let's go. Drill green, 33. Yellow. White. Set.
They're going to look to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Slide through.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
It's been a rough go on the ground throughout the entire game, but after a run like that, they may have found the spark to get their offense kick-started.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Elijah Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And a round is on here in this first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ready up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. How did he stay on his feet? And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Take over!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's good.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Here we go. 79 Broncos, 19 Tiger, 19, 7 Tiger, 7 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Hut Hut.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
First down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Blue striker. Green jacket. Drill green. Go red. Light blue. 6. Mega.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Red. Steel black. Hut, hut.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Looking to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each win successful.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Edo blue, red, yellow, black shot, black ultra, smash, red, blue striker. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
There's a short one caught by Fannin.
To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Black 40, slide blue, 6, mega, grill green, claws red, steel black, red cycle, ready,
They'll drop to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. There's a short one caught by Fannin.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Setting up a screen for Judkins.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
set, 33, yellow, blaster, 6, white, white, cut.
Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Red
And
50,
the
green,
Browns first
black
down.
ultra, smash, red, drill green, steel, black, fury, yellow, hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Clock, ready, black shot, blue, 32, claws red. Set, go.
They'll set up to throw.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
60 red, slide blue, set.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Here's Campbell. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jameson Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. You don't 10 flat. Ready?
Back to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Let's go now. 52, book you, yellow. Yellow, zoom. Smash, red. Green jack. Hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Drill green. Red, cycle. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Mustang 19.
Now back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Elijah Higgins,
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
and the Steelers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Set, ready. 6 black shot. 6 mega. Seal black. Ready.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Brent took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Green jack. Set.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He gets this into the hands of Jenkins.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Red, cycle. Blocked it. 6. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second and 6. They'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Come back, team. Let's go. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a little bit.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jameson Williams.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watch out now.
And now an audible here into something else.
Hut.
First down, right back to Judkins.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Claws red. Red. 38. Hut, hut.
Second and 9 now.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
52 blue. Black shot. Fierce yellow. Smash red. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Edo blue. Green jack. Set.
He'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
19 tight. Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll look to throw here.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Drill green.
Second and 13. Defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Ball red. Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And now off to the races down the right side.
Down the right sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Steelers 84, Browns 21. Dave York to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
50, Green.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
Nice move by Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Steelers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0 on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop down.